Alright guys, welcome back again to more Trails Through Daybreak. So we finally met these two dancers over here in the main game in Tarbad and started to acquaint ourselves with the area itself. So we're kind of taking care of some side quests along the way prior to continue on the main line ones. So if anything else, hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for all love and support. And here we go. Alright, let's check out the green marker now, and then we'll continue on with the red. Unless the green marker is another... Hold on.
Goddess Arusha.
Oh, Vincent Mukar. Yeah. Bring up topic.
Can we talk?
A serial shoplifter around the bazaar? Yes, I've heard about her. In fact, I've sent people into the bazaar to try and look for her. If this young girl is committing crimes because she has nowhere else to go, it's our duty to take her in and give her refuge. That's so kind of you. How'd the search go? One person did manage to see her, but only once. She's vanished into the ether since. It pains me to think we weren't able to help her. If only we could find her and at least talk to her about her circumstances. Alas. Wow, she must be pretty determined if she's trying hard not to get caught. Thanks for talking to us, Father. We really appreciate it. I think that's all of the places we want to visit. Yeah, let's go back to the bazaar and go over everything we heard. Alright, I think we've dug up about as much as we're going to find. Based on what we know, we can probably assume this girl has no friends or family. None living anyway. She seems to live on her own and looks after herself and no one else. And she's pretty damn good at swiping stuff. It takes skill to avoid getting noticed by people from both the guild and the temple outside of that handful of times. Which means it's not going to be easy to find her. Don't worry, you've got me, remember? I'm sure if we work together we can nab her. One would hope. She might be better than the average, but we are still dealing with a kid here. It shouldn't be impossible. Right, now that we're about to score, we should try selling up a stakeout. She doesn't know we're looking for her, so with any luck, she might come out of hiding if we wait long enough. You really think, dude? How the hell do we know she's even going to show up today, let alone when? We don't. But two of the shopkeepers we talked to did mention that they last saw her 2 days ago. Enough time has passed that she might come out and forage again. I think it's worth a shot. That's my opinion too. As for where we'll set up shop, let's talk to the stall owners who saw her before. With any luck, we can all work together. Alright.
Need some spices, perhaps?
Oh, nice to see you all again. Is there something I can do for you? Yeah, it's about the shoplifter we mentioned earlier. There's something we wanted to discuss with you and the other owner across the street. Could you come with me? Sure, I don't mind. Van and the others split up to talk to each of the shopkeepers. They explained their plan to try and catch the shoplifter. Basically, knowing what we do now, we want to set up a stakeout within the bazaar and see if she turns up. Would you two mind if we hid inside your shops to keep an eye out? Oh, go right ahead. You'd be doing us a favor if you manage to capture her, if anything. Yeah, what she said. Plus, the manager hired you guys, of course. So of course we trust you. And would be happy to work with you. Thank goodness. Glad you understand. Thank you both so much. Okay, with that settled, let's split up and get to work. Agnes and Farida, you take one stall. You, Punk, are sticking with me. We'll set up shop in the other stall. Hope you don't regret bringing me along, Chief. Now you have to deliver and show me how good you are. We got this, Fairy. Yeah, we'll catch her, no sweat. Alright, where is she gonna come from? Was that her right there? Oh, it's her. That girl over there. Could she be the one? She does look really cautious of her surroundings, like a thief would when scoping the place out. She's so small. It's sad she has to steal so much in order to survive. Hey, she's coming this way. That works out nicely for us. Once we see her steal something, we'll close in and nab her. Well, that's all the shopping I need done for today. On a different note, the film festival sure has brought an awful lot of people into town. This place already gets hot. Now it's gonna feel stuffy everywhere you go because of all the crowds. Ah, what a bother. Maybe so, but I certainly can't complain about having more customers. I'm happy they're here. Oh wow, look at that. The pickpocket slipped an apple into her bag when she thought nobody was looking. Dang, kid, you really are smooth with your hands as I've been led to believe. There's no need to be scared. We're what you might call problem solvers. We're not here to turn you over to the cops or anything like that. We just want to talk for a bit, that's all. Like it or not, we need you to come with us. With a quick feint, the girl managed to sneak straight past Van. Hey! How does it feel letting a little kid give you the slip? Van, is everything okay? I saw that girl run towards the inn. Don't worry, old man. We'll clean your mess up. Let's move, girls. The street's pretty crowded. How'll we ever figure out where she went? That must be the idea. Blend into all these people and get out unnoticed. Hell, if it's gonna work on a couple of pros like us, though. Got you, little punk. What the? Heh. Damn, how the hell is she so slippery? Did she literally just jump onto the tarp and start running on it? Oh boy, I can already tell she's gonna drag this thing out. Let me go after her next. I can handle heights just fine. I'll get her for you guys. She might be light on her feet, but she's not as light as the proud Kruger warrior. Oh damn, Barry. Quit running! Stop right there! I promise you want to hear what we have to say. Really? She's like, nope. Hey! Don't go wasting food like that either! Yeah, I'm so embarrassed. She managed to shake me off too. You should have forgotten the apple and stayed on her tail. What were you thinking? But she stole it! I thought it would be terrible for stolen food to go to waste like that. That's really admirable of you, Fairy. I think it's important to keep stuff like that in mind too. She made a break for the entertainment district, which might actually be a blessing in disguise. That area is a lot more wide open, so she won't have nearly as many places she can slip into easily. This will be our chance to finally surround her and take her in. Everybody ready? For sure. There she is, over there. Oh, she's getting tired. I don't see her anywhere, but she had to have run into the parking lot. We're in luck if so, it's a dead end. She'll have nowhere else to go. Let's split up and search for her while keeping the exit sealed off. She won't get away this time. I'll guard the entryway then. Knowing Gehenna, she'll get past me. I think I'll go with him. 2 guards are better than none. Sounds good. In that case, Agnes, you and I will search the perimeter. Keep a close eye out for her. She could pop up and try to book it any other time. Right, we'll catch her for sure. Alright, where are you hiding, little girl? There she is. It's the thief. I'll circle around from the right. You flank her in the other way, alright? Okay. There you are. We finally found you. Do we really have to keep running? You must be exhausted at this point. Can we at least sit down and talk? There's someone who's really concerned about you. You shouldn't be stealing like this. Yeah, right. Why should I believe you? Will you give it a rest already? We're trying to do right by you. You're not getting away from us. Just grow up and turn yourself in already. Ryan only makes it worse. How could I let this happen? After much effort, Van and Company apprehended the shoplifter and got in touch with Faisal. The group decided to rent a room so they could have a place to talk to the young girl. Alright, now that we finally get to meet, why don't you tell us your name? Can you do that? There's no getting away now, kid. You have nothing else to lose. You might as well talk. My name is Sinem. I know it's bad to steal from the bazaar, but I'm not sorry about it. If I have to steal so I don't die, then I'll steal as much as I have to, period. That's fair in its way. It sounds like you really don't have much of a choice. It's reasonable enough. In that case, let me ask you another question. Where's your family? How have you been living up to this point? My mom and I used to live in the country, but eventually we ran out of money, so we had to move to find work. Ever since my mom got sick and died, I've been alone. I used to do random jobs while going from place to place. Oh, Sinem, I'm so sorry, but you could have gone to the temple. They would have helped you. In fact, it might not be too late now. Maybe they'll still take you in. Exactly. That's what I also thought. You guys must be joking. I'm more than just a thief, you know. I've done all kinds of bad stuff in order to survive, like delivering sketchy packages for people. Someone like me doesn't deserve to be taken in. Oh, now you act all noble and mature. Some logic you've got there, kid. Whatever. Are we done talking now? Just turn me over to the cops and get it over with already. You're wasting my time. No, I'm not gonna turn you in. I brought these people in on this precisely to avoid the outcome. Huh? Now, I'm not sure what to do. I was originally going to talk to the temple and ask them to look after her. What do you think? What should I do about her? Good question. Let me think. Try as she might to resist, leaving her with the temple is still probably the safest bet. If not that, she at least needs someone who can rein her in and set her straight. What should I tell him? Leave her with the temple? No, I was thinking he should just take her in, you know, so that she could learn from him. Yeah. I definitely agree that with a personality like hers, she'd have a real tough time fitting in over at the temple. Would you be open to taking her in yourself? Actually, I thought about that as well. We have an empty apartment we normally rent out for caravans that's being unoccupied, so she'd still have a place to stay. You know what? I'll do it. This must be Arusha's hand at work. I'd be happy to be your guardian for a while and see where we'll go from there. I'll even have you come work with us at the bazaar. Say what? Who would want a thief working there, especially with everything I've taken? Oh, I get it. You just want to feel good about yourself for being so kind to some poor little girl who's down on her luck. Is that it? If that's all you think about me, I'll stay on my own and steal to survive, thank you very much. I was once in your shoes, believe it or not. There was this nosy merchant who couldn't keep to himself. He took me in, gave me a place to stay, and taught me how to work. And eventually, I ended up in charge of the whole bazaar. I always wanted to give something back for getting a second chance, and yes, I see that opportunity in you, Sinem. You may think my offer is insincere. Honestly, that's fair, but I think it's still the right thing to do for your situation, one way or the other. It's okay, I'm sure once you talk to the stall owners and explain the situation to them, they'll let you stay. You're gonna have to be a little brave, but it's a chance to make a fresh start. I think it'll be worth it. What she said, if you don't want to get too familiar with the cops, now's the time to start getting your act together. It sounds like you don't get to enjoy living the way you do anyway, so what's the harm in taking him up on his offer? When you guys put it like that, I guess I can't refuse. Alright, I'll work in your freaking bazaar since you insist. I mean, if you really want me, that is. Of course I do. We're happy to have you aboard. Ooh, that solves that. Finally, that girl sure made us earn our keep. Don't I know it? Thanks for going to all the trouble, I really appreciate it. Now it's my turn to do the heavy lifting and support her. We've got a long road ahead of us, starting with getting the whole bazaar on board, but one way or the other, we'll make it work. I bet you will. Good luck, mister. Thanks. I'll never forget what you all have done for both of us.
All in a day's work. Reward deposited.
Ooh hoo hoo. Alright, that takes care of that. We now have, which is the other one? We have two more, I believe. This one, and I have to talk to that guy. Alright, hush money. We have to go to the entertainment district, right? So hold on. Let's go to... Am I there already? Hold on. Let me double check. No, I'm not.
Planner launched.
Yeah.
Go, go, go!
Alright, let me see. Where is he? What? Oh, he's already here. Wait, no, that's the dude I need to speak to. There's another dude over here. Yep, this one. Alright, first and foremost, let me do a quick save. Alright, let's go check this out. And then after that, we'll go talk to this dude last. Okay, let's see.
Well, where to next?
Where to next? Over here.
Hurry, hurry.
Oh, he's over here. Ooh, excuse me. Marcelo. Oh, he looks so laid back too. Hey, are you guys? Hey, are you guys? Hey, are you the guys? I think you are. Yeah, we're with Arkwright Solutions. We're here to take care of the Force Brigand you left. I take it you're Marcelo, the guy who posted it. Yep, I'm your guy. Boy, am I glad to see you. You wrote that somebody's demanding hush money from you to stay quiet about your gray market business. This merch must be what makes your little enterprise not quite squeaky clean, huh? Huh, I don't get what the big deal is. He just has lots of stuff. Though, wait, if you look closely, the brand logos look weird. What gives? Ah, I get it. We've got stalls like this back where I'm from, except the stuff those guys have tends to be more bogus looking. Yeah, you got me. I sell bootleg stuff, or as I prefer to say, high quality imitation goods. Huh, sure. Makes you sound just a hair more respectable, I guess. Still, a fraudster at the end of the day. No, that's just the thing. I'm not out to scam anybody out of their hard-earned mira. I always tell them up front that my stuff's fake so they know exactly what they're getting when they purchase it. Wait, really? But why would anybody buy fake stuff if they could get real ones? Cause you can get fake and look real fancy for a tiny fraction of the price. There's demand out there for what I offer, I tell you. Ooh, I guess that's one way to look at it. Did the actual makers of the original know that you're doing though? Know what you're doing, I mean? Wouldn't they try to sue you if they found out? Like I said, I'm not out here selling or telling folks that this stuff's the real deal. That's straight up illegal. But if I sell it all as an imitation, stuff up front, then I'm just barely in the clear. At least that's what I like to believe. I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure this is all still against the law. You're making Mira riding on the coattails of real designers without their permission. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Straddling the line is how you get by selling these bootlegs in broad daylight. Until someone tries to extort you so they keep quiet about it, the illegality of it all, that is. So let's hear it. Who's giving you grief? That's what makes the whole mess so tricky to deal with. It's a cop who's threatening me. Oh shit, for real? You're not pulling her leg, are you? Yeah, I find that a little hard to believe. It's true. If you reported me, best case scenario, I'd be kicked out of here. Worst case, they'd book me. Bastard says if I don't want that, I have to pay him in order to get him to look the other way. Oh, so he's a crooked cop. I've got until tomorrow to get 30,000 Mira together or else he's gonna raise hell. Look, I'm not stupid. If getting arrested is what it'll come to, I'll just close up shop. I don't want that kind of trouble. But don't you guys think demanding hush money out of me is absurd? I don't know if I call it absurd exactly. I see why he'd do it. But it does tell me this town's got crooked cops. You bet it does. That's why I reached out to you folks. I want you guys to track this guy down and get him to stop. There's nobody else I can turn to. I sure as hell can talk to other cops, and the guild is off limits too, given what I do. Yo, did you see that guy just walk up to us and spy on us and then walk away? And there ain't no way I got 30,000 Mira to spare. My sales aren't that good. You guys have to help me. I'm begging you. That's not for you to decide, pal. What is it gonna be, Chief? We doing this or nah? Of course we're doing it. Alright, we're on it. We'll have a word with your cup buddy. I cannot read today, guys. I really can't. Really? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Things might not be all that above board here, but what the guy's doing ain't exactly legal either. With any luck, if we play our cards right, we might be able to get him to back off without you having to close up shop. But how did we find this bad cop anyway? That's the question. Well, how would you guys go about looking for one? You kids are smart. I want to hear my assistant's opinions. Nice, making your lackeys do all the hard work. I see how it is. It's hard to know where to begin. All we really gather from the seller's testimony is that the police officer in question is male. But I'm sure there are lots of male police officers in the city. That's hardly enough to narrow down a culprit. Yeah, guess our only option is to start chatting up pigs and see what we can get out of them. Only question is how to approach them. Can't exactly just waltz up and ask, yo, you got any buddies who are bribe-taking rats? True. That would just provoke them, and guys help us if we ask the culprit on accident. I know. What if we pretend to be customers who lost money to the seller ourselves? Huh, you lost me, Pipsqueak. What do we get out of going to all that trouble? I was thinking it would give us an idea about what the police are doing about our client in the first place. If we know what they're doing about guys like him, maybe they'll give us a clue that points us toward whoever's threatening him. Oh, I see. That's a smart idea, actually. Good thinking, Fairy. Sounds like we're gonna have to pound some pavement, but hell, if I can think of anything better to do, I'm game. Aw, I didn't think it was that clever, but think it'll work? Yeah, that idea's got potential. Pretty sharp for a newcomer, actually. Well, we'll try your idea and see what it gets us. Now, let's roll.
Commencing mission.
Alright, time to find your cop buddy. Let's see. Someone's over here. Nope. Officer Vernier. I know the seller said the cop threatening him was a guy, but best not to leave any stone unturned when investigating things. Excuse me, you guys looking to talk? Sure, no problem. What can I do for you? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed to buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. Is there anything you can do to help? Doesn't feel fair for the guy to leave us high and dry like that. Oh wow, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. If this were any other time, I'd be more than happy to go over and try to help you all. Unfortunately, with the film festival nearly upon us, we really have to pick and choose what problems get priority attention right now. Does that mean you won't be able to do anything today? Sadly, yes. Damn it. Those bootleggers are a real handful, just in general. It's difficult for us to keep them in check. But just to be clear, I do absolutely intend to help. I don't want scum like him to get off scot-free. I'll give you a complaint form. Once you've filled it, you can bring it to the station when you have time. You'll have to wait until the festival, but you can be sure I'll recommend he's at least warned, if not outright removed. That's fair. We can do that. Thanks for taking the time to listen to us. Okay, time to hit up another cop and see what they've got to say. Okay, let's see. Where is... Oh, several more. Is there one here? Oh, speaking of, yep. And then there's... Wait, which one? There's this and... Officer Kelvin. Just once. I wish I wasn't so blisteringly hot. Sorry to bug you, pal. Got a minute? Sure, you guys need something? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed to buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. Bootlegger trouble, huh? Yeah, we got a handful of those around the city. I feel your pain. Those guys are smooth talkers. They can get you to part with your money before you know it. You're telling us. Is there anything you can do to help? Well, I'm going to be frank with you. Dealing with those guys is like playing a game of cat and mouse. You can file the papers and serve them a warrant, but another one will spring up and take their place. It's a pain to be out some money, but it probably wasn't that much you lost in the grand scheme of things, right? I guess so. Then I just take the hit and move on. Sad to say, be glad that it's all it cost you to learn how things work around here. Oh, it's our fault we got scammed, is that it? I thought the good upstanding officers of the law were supposed to care about justice. Don't get preachy with me, kid. Fact is, we've got our hands full and we have to pick our fights carefully right now. With all the security we have to provide for the actors and venues, we're swamped as it is. And with this damn film festival. Hell, we've had to call in additional help from other precincts so we have enough boots in the ground. Look, I get you might not like it, but we straight up don't have time to pursue every little thing that comes up right now. It sucks for me too. All these damn tourists make it tough to skip out on a job. I heard that, you know. But if that's the way it is, I think we're done here. Come on, guys. Alright, time to hit up another cop and see what they've got to say. Sounds good to me. There's one other over here. Detective Nate. You. Oh, great. It's the Spriggan and his lackeys. What are you people doing out here of all places? What's going on, baby? Do you know these people? Nate's girlfriend. Relax, we're just out here on business. Sometimes the job takes us out of Edith. We aren't glued to the capital, you know? I'm more curious what you're doing all the way out here, detective. A bit out of your jurisdiction, ain't it? Guess our big city detective here has got some time to kill if he's able to take his lady friend down to the film festival. Shut it. I'm off duty right now, so what's it matter to you? Besides, she wants to see the film festival too, you know? Just don't go causing me any headaches, alright? Last thing I need is you all getting in the way of my vacation. Wouldn't it be easy to just pretend we're not here and go on with your date? You need to learn to chill out sometimes, pal. Hey buddy, how's your hot date going? Don't call me buddy. We are not friends. I'm not interested in chewing the breeze with you. Oh, but of course that doesn't apply to you, Agnes. If you ever need help with anything, I'm always happy to talk. A little cozy with her, aren't you, baby? Talking to another woman while you're on a date with your girlfriend? Points for bravery, I guess. It's not like that, sweetie. I promise. I only meant I'd talk to her in my capacity as a policeman. There's nothing between us. Yeah. I thought we should try asking Detective Nate about the crooked policeman since it's his line of work and all. But if he's here off duty then... Yeah, not to mention that he might not have much to say about that or the bootlegger in general anyway. That's my thinking. Could end up being more trouble than it's worth in the end talking to him. Yeah, guess we better back off and look elsewhere. Alright, so he's not the one we can talk to.
You won't find this just anywhere.
You guys are...
It's hotter than Gehenna.
It's by the oasis.
Wow, a real oasis.
Officer Camillo. Hey man, got a few seconds to talk? Certainly. How can I help you all? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. He what? That's outrageous. I'm so sorry you all fell to a victim to that. The Tarbat police view the rampant counterfeiting in this town as a serious problem, in need of addressing. Your case deserves urgent attention from us. Rest assured that the seller won't get away with this. He will be brought to justice, I promise. Well, glad someone out here cares about the little guy. Of course, it's an officer's duty above all else to keep the people of the city safe. I'm more than happy to assist. He's our guy, isn't he? Tell me, where is this scam artist located? It's on the street that runs by the casino. Oh crap, did I make a mistake? Should I have made something up? No, that's okay. I think it'll all work out. That street, huh? I've never heard of any bootleggers operating there before. Wait, you know, I just remembered. The higher-ups said they were supposed to prioritize the film festival for now. So as much as I'd like to drop everything and investigate this seller, I'll probably have to wait to look into it another day. But don't you all worry. I'll do everything I can to make sure you folks get your every mirror back. That's good to know. Thank you for listening to us. Cool. We look forward to hearing good news then. Huh? What's his deal? Alright, I think that's enough sleuthing around for now. We got a bombshell to deal with already. We do? I mean, we talked to a bunch of people, but it sure didn't feel like we heard anything that big. Speak for yourself. There's one part that's definitely been nagging at me. Me too, although I'm not certain whether it's especially significant. What? You're telling me I'm the only one that didn't pick up on it? Man. You'll figure it out once we check back with the stall owner. Let's head back to his place and touch base. So you went straight to the source and talked to the cops, huh? Makes sense, I guess. How'd it go? Did you guys manage to turn anything up about that crooked ass? Oh, we turned up quite a lot, in fact. I'd say we just about hit the jackpot. I'm confident that we found your man. Already? That was fast. Wait, we have? I didn't realize that at all. I can understand that. It was easy to miss, but there was one officer that rubbed me the wrong way with what he said. Well, if you're feeling so confident, it's got to be that one, right? I want to bring you over so you can confirm whether or not we've got the right person. You mind coming with us? Sure, no problem. I couldn't forget that face even if I tried. I remember it clear as day. Did you happen to catch a name, I'm curious? Of course. Our dirty cop is none other than... Kelvin Vernier Camillo. Officer Camillo. At least that's what he claims to go by. Who knows if he's legit. What, that guy? Are you for real? He seems super nice. Out of everyone we talked to, he was the most fired up to help us. Exactly. That's problem number one. Vernea was willing to hear us out too, but she herself said that the local bootleggers are hard to shut down. And as Kelvin put it, trying to bring them in is like cat and mouse. They'll just scatter everywhere you and crop up again later. Plus, with the festival occupying the force's attention, there is no position to devote resources to anything other than serious crimes. That's right. Despite that, Officer Camillo very clearly said he would absolutely arrest the seller who scammed us. It wouldn't be all that unusual if he was simply that dedicated to his job, but you have to remember, when we mentioned it was just this stand specifically, he suddenly sounded a lot less interested in helping us. Huh? That's strange. What does it all mean? Think about what you would do if you weren't on the up and up. It all starts to make sense. Our man in blue wasn't interested in helping us. He was just looking for a new mark. A new mark that he can try and squeeze hush money out of the exact same way he has with you. But once he realized he'd already hit you up, he suddenly had a bunch of reasons why trusty law enforcement can't help us today. That makes sense. I can see how someone like him would think like that. But so far, all that shows is that he looks like he might be crooked. Don't we need more evidence before we can pin the blame on him? Funny you should say looks. That's the second problem with him, actually. We can't rule out that he might not be a police at all, let alone a rotten cop. He may well be dealing with an imposter. Oh, damn, are you serious? But he was clearly wearing his uniform when I talked to him. That makes him about as legit as he gets, doesn't it? That uniform is exactly what's wrong with him. He looked off to me too. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, his clothes did look newer than the other officers we talked to. I hadn't thought about that. Tarbaz is a desert city with a lot of sand blowing around. Officers try to stay neat, but it should be a bit of a struggle. Obviously, it's not impossible that it's a coincidence and his uniform just happens to be brand new, but when you think about that, and the way he talked to us, that's enough to learn something, lean toward him being the culprit. Yep, could have said that better myself. When you guys put it like that, I can see what makes him suspicious. You should definitely talk to him again. That asshole. I tried to be polite with him, thinking he was an authority figure, and now it turns out he's not even a real cop. He won't get away with making a mockery of me. Where is he? I'll kick his ass. Whoa, slow down there, buddy. If our hunch about him being an imposter is right, we gotta tread with caution. Well, why? What's the big deal? Pretending you're a policeman isn't exactly a casual prank. It's flagrantly illegal and extremely risky. So the fact that he's doing so in full broad daylight in a massive city must mean he's got bigger fish to fry. He's after something more than just shaking down random hawkers for shits and giggles. Exactly. Until we figure out what exactly it is our man's after, it's best to try negotiating with him while trying to suss out what's up. Let me handle the talking here, alright? You keep your distance from him. We don't want anything to happen. Don't worry, we'll do our best to make sure you come out on top. I hate not being in control of the situation. Alright, I'm trusting you guys to come through. Alright, now with that said, we should probably take this guy over to see Officer Camillo. Let's go. Hey, mind if we have another chat? Oh, hello again. Is there something else I can... Right, so it's time to be real. I'm a Spriggan, and these are my assistants. A concerned citizen you see hired us to help with a crooked cop trying to shake them down for hush money concerning his bootlegging. That's an interesting assignment you've been given. I fail to see what this has got to do with me, though. Like hell you do. I recognize your smug face anywhere, asshole. It's him. This is definitely the guy. If you don't want to be put on trial for extortion, you'd better back off right now or else. Whoa, take it easy, mister. I really can't understand what you're even talking about when you yell like that, sir. If I happened to say anything to you before then, very well, I take it back. Easy enough, right? Does that make you feel better? Now, if you excuse me, I'll have to leave. I'm really busy right now. Huh? What's the rush, pal? We're not done talking. I don't think my client can take you at your word, you know, given your rampant history of lying. I don't understand. What else do you want from me? Well, how about you give us your full name and precinct? We can, you know, run that by the Tarbat police and make sure you get a commendation for good service. Even if you came in from a different part of the country to help out, they should still have no problem looking you up. What's the matter? Okay, I got your tongue? You could show us your badge too. We can look up your details, no problem. Whatever works for you. This is ridiculous. I don't have to put up with this. If you keep this nonsense up, I'll arrest all of you for disturbing the peace. Oh, so you'll take us down to the police station. Right. They'll know you're fake right away if you do that, you dummy. Little bit. You really are an imposter. What kind of cop talks to civilians like that, huh? Bastard, you'll pay for making a fool out of me. Let's go. You dumbass, don't... Stay where you are. That's it. I tried to keep calm, but you just had to get ahead of yourself. I think it's time you shut the hell up. Huh? I tried to warn you, dude. Oh crud, we're starting to draw some serious attention. Everybody please calm down. We have the situation under control. Shit, could this get any worse? He's right. I don't want this to end with the client getting stabbed. On the one hand, I probably can't guarantee his safety unless I give up on apprehending our imposter. On the other, this guy really seems like bad news. I could try to take him down, but we might not make it out unscathed. I'm capturing the imposter. We're taking him in. Get ready. This could get messy. I told you to stay away. Ah! Eat shit. Ah! That's all you got? You can't keep fighting if you like. I enjoy a good tango. You get what you're saying? Surrender now if you don't want to get hurt. Now what's it gonna be? Damn you. Guess the odds are stacked against me. Are you alright? Oh no, you're hurt. Here, let me treat you. Hey, can one of you contact the police for us? Although it wouldn't shock me if they're already on their way with how much of a scene we made. On it. Before long, the police came rushing in. Once informed of the situation, they took Officer Camillo into custody. Soon enough, it was determined that he was one of the Devoncy brothers who were wanted in Edith, and so the case of extorting imposter was laid to rest. With the culprit now apprehended, they all made their way back to Marcelo's stall. I didn't want him to get hurt, but I wanted to take that guy in too, so... It unfortunately couldn't be helped. How are you feeling, Marcelo? You're not too hurt, are you? Nah, nothing I can't handle. I should have charged in and confronted the guy like that anyway. I definitely owe you guys. You've done a ton for me. Thanks again for everything. I'll make sure your reward is worth it. Hey, we won't say no. Just keep the bootlegs to yourself, alright? Ha, don't worry. I was gonna pull that on you. Still, it sounds like there's another guy like him if they're called the Devoncy brothers. Yeah, I can't believe you confronted our wanted criminal. It sounded like they just stuck to Edith before. Wonder why they're here. Probably thinking they can use the commotion from the film festival to make a killing while the killing is good, plain and simple. If his brother's out there, it's probably safe to assume he's already up to no good, whatever it is. Agreed. All we can hope is that whatever he's doing, we don't get more work on our desk because of it. Just keep this all in the file cabinet, and in the meantime, let's find some more work to do.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Love to see it.
Reward deposited!
That's what I like to see, more money. Oh, chaos. Alright, now that we take care of that, we can now finally head on over to this dude here and take up his job.
Daddy, hurry!
Well, where'd you get?
Oh, yep, here we go. Hey dude, I'm ready. If you guys are that interested in raw cacao, I can let you all sample some of it. Yep. And accept. We don't usually take this sort of work, but I'll make an exception this time. We'll take the job. Are you sure you can handle it? I don't want to pressure you, but you'd be doing me a huge favor. Well, if our boss says it's okay. Besides, we don't want your camel to come to harm. Be more than happy to help. Yep, we get to save an innocent critter and have some yummy food afterwards. This is the best job ever. Yeah, look at us, a real pack of professionals here. I was interested in checking out those sand dunes though. Seems like I could get a decent workout there. So hell, I'm game. Then we're all in agreement. We're off to the desert to find that camel. Before we take off, do you happen to remember where exactly we were attacked by those monsters? Let me think. You know, believe it or not, I'm pretty sure it was actually close to town. Looking at the map, once you're in the sand dunes and head a little to the west, you'll find the spot. Gotcha. West it is. I have to imagine that camel can't have gotten that far. It must still be wandering around there somewhere. We'll start at the site of the attack and fan out around that. Sounds good to me. We better hurry. We don't want that camel getting hurt.
Commencing mission.
Hump hunt. Okay. Alright, where's that thing? Do we have to leave town? Oh, Sand Sea. Oh, okay. Cool.
Off we go.
Alright, do a quick save here. Alright, what do we got? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be hell of a fun little shindig here.
We really gotta cross this thing on foot.
It has to be a crime for it to be this hot in October. Come on, you
Put
guys.
that one down.
Less whining, more moving.
Alright, that's one down.
Nice work.
Let's get rid of you two. Hi.
Let's get to work. Take this out.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Nope.
Take this.
Gotcha. Nope. Oh, even better.
Well, what'd you expect?
Beautiful. That's what I expect for more leveling up. And alright, there's another area here, but I kind of want to go all around. I want to get that chest in the corner here. But there's also a chest here. There's chests everywhere. What the hell is that? Yeah, I don't want... Wait, hold on.
Here goes. There.
Suggesting physical attacks.
Let's get to work.
Charge attack available.
Right.
The star has
Here
arrived.
goes.
Alright, let's get after him. That works.
Gotcha.
This one's gonna hurt him. Ooh,
This is
good
it.
job.
Pulse in and kick some ass.
Nope, turn around. Get him. Keep getting from the back. Oh, nope, keep getting from... Oh, no, you don't. You don't get to do that, buddy. He's going down now. There you go.
Let's keep moving ahead.
Alright, I see, ooh, chest is over here. In between the pillars.
Looks like some good loot.
Oh, nice. I need this. Alright, we're closing in. Let's go and meet that camel, shall we? Oh, what's this? Looks like we found some cargo. Doesn't seem to have dropped that long ago. Maybe it fell off when the caravan got attacked by those monsters. I don't see any camels anywhere. Think those monsters gobbled our objective up? Ugh, Aaron, don't say things like that. That poor camel. I'm kidding, small fry. Chill out. Let's assume it's still with us. We need to figure out what direction it went once it got separated from the caravan. Given the climate and heat, my bet's that it either took off for a watering hole or went to find some shade. But according to the map, there's nowhere to drink water around here. Actually, camels don't necessarily need an oasis or anything to stay hydrated. They can break off cacti and suck up the water that's inside. Even the Kruger do that all the time when they have to work in real wasteland stuff. Nice. I think you're onto something, Fairy. Any camel worth its salt in the desert is bound to know other ways to find water. That's interesting. I wouldn't have considered cacti. What do you know? I actually learned something new from our pipsqueak today. Stop it, guys. You're gonna make me blush. But unfortunately, I don't see any cacti that have been nibbed on recently, looking around. Well, what if it went somewhere to try and get out of the sandstorm first? I could see someone taking shelter and staying hydrated using the cacti there. How about we try heading in, say, that direction? It's pretty rocky. Probably makes for decent protection against the winds around here. Yeah, I'd say it's worth checking out. Let's see what we can find over there. Also straight. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, sure. So much going on. Oh, I see the camel. Hey, look what's under attack. Ah, hell, that must be our camel. Better step in before things go south. Ah, my feet feel like boulders at this point, but now's in the time to complain. That's right, we got a camel to save.
Activating shards.
Alright, if we're gonna do this,
Now's a good time to boost.
these are weak to earth
Going
and
all
water, which I don't currently have, so I think we should do this.
Keep going.
Activating skill.
Out with the bang. Soar for me.
Boost gauge limit
That was
crush.
fun. Okay. Now, we'll do Icicle Hammer on both of them, sure.
I go all out.
And you will do this to both of them.
Activating drive.
Ow, that hurt. Ow.
I'll take you on.
You will do Cataract on both of them. Can we get both? Yes, we can.
Flames protect us.
Initializing drive.
There.
Woo!
There.
Ugh, that had me worried for a moment. I know, I'm just glad we were able to find the camel in one piece. Judging by those cactus chunks, my hunch was right. He must have been thirsty and came over for a drink. That's a smart camel. I bet he's pretty tired from hauling all that cargo around for so long. Poor guy. What about the goods? Is the raw cacao stuff still intact? Not that I care that much. It just sucked to come this far and have nothing to show for it. Let's find out. Hold on a sec. How's it look? Is our work paying off or what? Ooh, I'm anxious. Man, it looks so tinted, it's rubbing off on me now. Van? From there, the party rounded up the camel and brought it back to the merchant in Tarbad. Oh, thanks a ton. You kids saved my hide. You guys were out there so long I was starting to get worried. I sent you to danger or worse. Thanks for dragging this poor guy back. Now I can finally rest easy and get on with my business. It took a little effort to track him down, but by Adios, we still managed to wrangle him up. I was expecting to get a little exercise out of our desert trek, but it gets pretty rough out there. Definitely. The glare from the sun is so intense, not to mention all those clouds of sand. I'm glad we're back in town. That's okay, because all the effort's finally about to pay off. We're going to be able to have some of that cacao, right? That's what we're about to find out. The cacao pods themselves look just fine, but what about the pulp? Is the raw cacao inside still okay? Well, about that. I opened one of the pods up and luckily, there was hardly any damage inside at all. It's a miracle they emerged out of that ambush in this state. I'm incredibly grateful. So yes, you all have definitely earned some raw cacao. I took it and made some juice with it for you all. It's got a distinct flavor to it, but hopefully you'll like it. Wow, it's white. I would have thought cacao pulp would be dark in color, like chocolate. That's so interesting. Yeah, it doesn't resemble chocolate at all, but it still looks amazing. I can't wait to try it. Makes sense. You need the beans in order for it to be brown. Anyway, this stuff isn't going to drink itself. Here goes. Well, damn, this stuff's pretty great. Yeah, I feel more energized just drinking it. It reminds me of fruit juice from the south. I'm also amazed at how different it tastes compared to Melfita, despite coming from the same plant. It's just a little bitter, but that doesn't stop it from being really smooth to drink. I like it. Hell yeah, this is even better than what I've heard. The balance of sweetness and sourness is just perfect. I could see myself getting addicted to this stuff. I'm impressed it doesn't take much pulp to get such a dense flavor too. Definitely something only Mother Nature could cook up. Really, it's wild you can make such different things with the same cacao pod between this stuff and chocolate. I'm glad you all like it so much. Sounds like I made the right choice rewarding you with it then. I'll be sure to deposit some good hard mirror as soon as we're done here, so of course. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the drinks. Could have asked for a better bonus. Not at all. I'm the one who's grateful. You went on and saved my camel's life. That was no small feat. I can only thank Arusha for guiding us to one another. Farewell, friends.
That takes care of that.
Alright.
Card deposited.
Good. That's what I want to see. Allah, baby. Alright, well, now that we've taken care of all the side quests, I believe we can finally explore the main story at hand. So, we'll save that for the next video onwards, guys. I'm going to take a little break from here. So, if anything else, thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.